wins like this occasionally throughout the season.
Liquid Core, yeah, we had the BBL for game after. Okay, 100 Thieves on defense, MIBR on attack. We go straight in. It's a 3-person walk push over towards Arcade. Mate, they got a free sight here. It's just how much damage this can do.
Pace with this composition, of course. Util's setup, though, is very defensive. It's set up to try and deny any sort of plant that goes down onto this A side.
They didn't break it.
Oh, across the rope, someone's hiding. Chosen.
Subbing
for them, jump spotted out. No one's there in the corner. And they
holy hell. Okay, this is... Okay, I'm kind of in for it. I'm in for this now. The 100 Thieves have been great at pistols. They lose the pistol. Yeah, this might be... This might be a real game, yeah.
Defensive play on the pistol. They'd push out Arcade, and then they made a boom esports kind of play, and all just hopped on the rope, zipping their way down to the south side, an area that they had not owned or scouted, and Chosen's just there hiding
Big
behind the box.
3-person, zipped over, triple push Arcade, and then zipped over. Turret was just spamming them,
the way, isn't it? These teams that are playing spoiler, MIBR,
and they had the perfect rat pulse.
A lot of internal difficulties, disagreements between Heat and...
Yeah, I kind of like this as well. They're starting from the attack. They're just like aggro, getting confidence.
Now an opportunity to get some redemption at the end of the split as well. If you can get a win here against 100 Thieves, deny them that chance in playoffs. And, you know, listen, all the EG fans would be happy with that one.
Yeah, these kind of games towards the end.
It's a nice, very nice round. Only one person dying into this one. And that's going to be a rifle. This can be a rifle. So these could both be rifles. There's one. There's two. It's a very good bonus.
Interview about, you know, listen, MIBR, they can hit hard.
Yeah.
And
I think the quote was, they're hit or miss, and I hope they don't hit us.
Exactly. But 100 Thieves, obviously understanding you just got to hit them back that much harder. So heading into it now, a lot of importance on this round in particular. The bonus for MIBR, they've been relatively healthy with the economy. Rifle, kind of chosen, fast with the fast lane.
They fully leave sight.
I love the pressure that JCC's putting on them in A.
Yeah, they fully leave sight. Another kill set up.
Retake and with
gets nothing. Delay some time. 5 people here. They're going to flood early. Stun is great. Wow, that stun's good.
First kills found Cryo, leading the charge of his team. Flash in his face, quick reactions with the dodge right to the side. The rest of his team backing him up, holding the angles, making sure.
Yeah, they didn't even get the plant down. The flood was so fast.
Not even planted in the midst of all of this one.
Every bit of damage he does.
3 damage done. Players are weak here, but doubled up. It's a 3-2-1. Got a little bit dicey.
Yeah, every bit of damage is important, is what I was going to say before he made that one like really winnable. Yeah, massive swing round. Only one person could buy next.
Got all of the economy they need to full buy up, but it hasn't done too much
precise gunplay. Man, this is Valorant. This is what we committed to. We gotta accept it.
One of the way out of the bonus round. Enemy spotted, but still a great try from Murray's towards the end. Little shake of the head there from Derek. 100 Thieves are going to be really aggressive on this defense side. We've seen it from them almost every time they play Fracture. And RGL just takes ahead instantly. Cryo with no utility. They were just going for a contact walk. And speaking of contacting, that's exactly what MIBR are doing towards
Very nice shot. They're going to the site where there's one person again. He's on 32 HP. The dog's going to kill him. 2 HP. This is free sight. It's the first buy round, they can't buy next. Dan_LAN with the prime. Thank you so much, mate. 4 months. 4 months in the Slug Club. Appreciate your support, mate. Mate, they can't really save. They need to do some damage at least. If they all did a Lev here, it would be a nightmare. Like Lev saving this situation, but what they need to do is do some damage.
Different areas of the post plan. Flash around the back there. Dodged, juked. A clean fight. That's what MIBR looking for right now. FRZ is going to be the first one to find it. There you go. Kill, found, fault line, stun, dodge.
That's damage. 2 on 2. Molly comes in. Double Molly comes in.
The heat as the molly
Yeah, they just
explodes.
secured it with that
That's
one.
the
Okay,
extra
this is
layers
fine.
to
They
it.
got the
And
extra
just like
2
that,
kills
you
now.
have to give up any
Absolutely fine, much better.
hope, any chance
Like
of winning
the
the
decision
round.
that Lev would have made here is saving, and then there would have been
So far,
2
so
extra
good
people
for
that don't have to
MIBR.
That's the thing, right? Imagine this was Lev right now, they
Starting
save.
out with
You get 2
RGL
extra people.
decapitating
That's a
Cryo
gun,
on
that's
Tree.
armor that they don't have
That
to
just gives them
rebuy,
player advantage
and
that they're able to
3,000 on
snowball
top
in.
of that.
Most of the time,
Right, that's...
you're not
I
really
can't even
gonna be able to
express
stand your
how
ground against
mad
100
it
Thieves
is
pushing.
that Lev saved that much.
But RGL, no fear.
Lev catching strays for what? I'm more just trying to educate as to why they got so wrecked with the best starts I've seen into
And I
games.
appreciate the confidence because Cryo at the beginning
I'm
of
more
the
just
season,
trying to, like,
he wasn't really going for shots like
I'm
that.
trying to
He's
help
got the
you lot
skill
to not make their
So
mistakes.
I definitely appreciate that element of it, but at the moment, MIBR look like they're in fierce form individually.
No fear. All line stun, connects up into tower there. Jace's A just looking for opportunity now to clear this one out. Still a singular player, that's Stella. He's removed, he's taken care of. There's a bit of danger still behind this one. Flash through, Shorty. Who finds it? Rolling Thunder committed into the spawn though, and this is an
Holy hell,
attempt
they've
from MIBR.
gonna push
Trying to
one.
pounce on it, or at least buy a bit of time. It does stave off that aggression.
JZZ actually
Yeah, and it's another 3v4 retake.
a ball that stopped himself
And
from
it's a
pushing
kind of
off the back
similar
of the breach
situation
ultimate.
where they need to try and do damage. Cryo doesn't have a gun, so he can kind of go in for this.
FRC doesn't matter though, he will still fall. That's Derek taking
There
that
is
angle
not,
and contact
there is
again.
no
control
util,
of main
like no util
or
to stop this
arcade.
plan.
Both
You have
players
one
playing
smoke
slow.
to
JZZ
get the
knows
spike
he can
half.
just play his life here. They should have utility to stall this out yet again. Turret, first contact chosen, but again, Cryo, he wins out his fight. A tap onto the spike to try and force it out. Asuna holding it. Another 1-1 down to that one-on-one attack. It's the
Oh, he got the ult with the kill.
Damage is done there, but again, has the time been bought, Cryo?
Yeah, not enough time for this one. Nicely done from MIBR.
Such good work.
Yeah, that kill was important. But again, nicely done from 100 Thieves. Good damage.
4-1 this early on in Fracture.
They're still with that territory where they can just win one round, and it's
same kind of story again, Brad. The 100 Thieves retake
it'll
all
force them
coming
to
from the
eco.
same direction. They don't have arcade, they don't have tree. Every one of these retakes has been worse because the early round has seen no aggression from them, or at least no aggression that they can get away with. The superior pace coming out from JCC's Neon means that 100 Thieves don't have time to go for these big wraparound flanks that help their retake strategy. And despite the heroics of that man there, RGL Meister's actually the player that is winning this map for MIBR.
Okay.
Very vital kill that he got. I mean, listen, both of those rounds back to back, I believe.
Yeah.
One at the beginning on Cryo, and then was it Asuna or?
Yeah, he grabs that kill on Asuna with the wide swing in just that battle between Canteen and Arcade, and that gets his orbital strike online. And so much of this game in the early rounds is about having a good start to feed
They're playing like there's nothing to lose. I mean, there is nothing to lose.
And Bang's gonna have his own. Stella's
They're
got
playing very confidently.
That's for the next round.
Yeah.
That's not for the important swings. Mike's going to have a talk to the rest of the squad here on 100 Thieves to right the ship early. And they're going for Cryo, picking up an operator.
Honestly though, nice and early timeout. This is the damage done right. We still get money. Still get money down low. This as well is going to be someone else that can't buy next round. So they're still one win away from getting like a streak. Massive swing rounds. Money's not here for either team.
And so Cryo's going to have a more difficult job here.
They got some ults into this as well. Like 100 Thieves have to use these ults.
They're going to run him down. And the stun as well is going to push Cryo into a really far back position. But, okay, they temper it. Just that quick burst of the util to push off the common angle. And now starting to explore towards the tunnel, re-clearing maybe towards Arcade.
It's pretty interesting there. Chosen takes the rope, just as the rest of MIBR are coming up under the tunnel, seeing if they can bait some kind of push from those Arcade players.
They use the Trailblazer there. It does spot that turret. That needs to be broken to have any threat. The turret
Let's strike.
They try to make a play of it with the stun as well.
Well, that one ult that didn't really work out too well. Yeah, contact of the turret, then they stunned, then they tried to ult. They managed to get out of there. Instant reaction over towards B, and it's another retake for 100 Thieves. It's just retake simulator. They got Killjoy if they want to retake. If these, okay, the fight is down here now. If these two can win this out, and they can Killjoy or underpass, they just need to kill the Killjoy. That's the Killjoy down. This round's doable. What's up, Yampy? How we doing?
Maintaining control of that main position, but already 100 Thieves have regained the site. Sticking through onto the diffuser, smoke in his face. It's gonna be.
Okay, insta stick, nicely done from 100 Thieves.
Successful.
Some close duels, but not too bad. And like we said, they did so much damage into those rounds that they have an eco here, so looking alright.
Of the one area towards main.
Jang, Wanyo, what's up, dude?
Look how much of a difference that makes.
What's up? Thank you for using your Prime on me. Welcome into the Slug Club. 4 months. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
100 Thieves people from spawn get space and are able to get on the spike in much
Are 100 Thieves in playouts? No. So Yampy, basically 100 Thieves have to win. If they lose, EG are through.
Strategy, and they just couldn't execute it at the beginning with how fast MIBR were and some of the shots that they were hitting. Now MIBR dropped down onto an eco.
YouTube content eventually. We started and then I decided I do all 3 regions. Whoa. Yeah, you're gonna regret that jump peak after that. I do all 3 regions, so I just don't have time to do YouTube content, but I will be doing it in the future.
Immediately pushing out through arcade. 3 other players chasing down at the heels of MIBR, but they're not wasting time. They want to take up the space. Seekers as well.
It's another retake, but this time we have a lot of people here. Got 3 people. He is tanking this molly in spawn. What?
Is JZZ picking up these kills? Denied the ace though. Cryo still in the fight. Last line for them though with the operator in a 1v3 knows he has to give this one up.
Okay, we're gonna have to see a replay. This is the worst possible outcome for 100 Thieves. They lose this one, they just won a round, they get 1-9 loss bonus on top of all of this. Nightmare. They can try and buy into this as one person in terms of bang that is going to have a horrendous bang. Okay, chat, we need to pray to the replay gods that we get this one. NA's not normally kind with the replays, but maybe it's been a little bit better the past few days.
Feeds into him repositioning up towards.
What happened to my VODs? No, my VODs are there. Mate, it's just a backlog right now.
What a round from JZZ.
Just when you think 100 Thieves are getting control of the situation again, on that pick, stolen away in the blink of an eye with a thrifty win.
And it feels like actually the 100 Thieves are getting able to execute their game plan at this point. It's just that the individual brilliance from MIBR is back out to play. It does at the moment feel reminiscent of the beginning of the season for them. And here's that series of kills from JZZ. Look, he repositions Rafters and just sprays them all down.
What?
Why would 100 Thieves be pre-aiming this area? They expect everyone to be in sight.
You got 3 there.
Skipping a couple of the seconds here at the beginning of the round, getting right into it.
Okay, we got a little bit blessed with it.
Play towards Dish, again the fast lane.
Yeah, I can't believe I thought he was.
Flash deep, cryo, shot.
But he was only good for 2 there. He did great.
And look at this response. Containing this time, fighting, flooding in, making sure that there's no easy task of getting into the site. Now to ensure that it doesn't fall to pieces. The hard work is done.
100 Thieves need to make sure they clear this one out, because it's another one where they could have an eco. That's a sick round from us, man. It's done great.
Calling it down as well with a double face and a double swing just to make sure that they could clear out halls.
So an adaptation. This is the first round where we've seen 100 Thieves try to flood and defend by
if they lose, if they lose, it's done. It's like real simple.
Rather than playing retake. And that, I think, is a conscious call. You know, maybe from Stella, maybe from one of the other players on the team, to adapt to how one-dimensional MIBR have been with these hits. When the Neon is execing, it's an exec.
30 seconds left.
There's no faking it. Sure, there's been a bit of quietness at the start of the rounds, but if you hear those Neon footsteps and you see a wall, you know that the site hit is coming through. And 100 Thieves had 4 players there ready to collect. So at this point,
yeah, they're taking everything around the map. Not too bad. They really needed this as well. 3,000 on top for everyone surviving. It's perfect.
Then now you can start layering in a couple of fakes. Now you can start messing with 100 Thieves if they're going to over-rotate. And it becomes a big mind game from here on out for the next 4 rounds and a half.
Groundwork is there. Throwing in the fakes with Neon. We've seen it a couple of times. I mean, Neon's been played on this map for months and months now, honestly.
Yeah, such a long time.
Quite some time.
Did Lev have time to fix their issues for playoffs? Yeah, for sure. I mean, their issues aren't even that bad. It's just super readable, bad. It is a bad understanding of the economy.
With that win,
They need to stop hyper-focusing on their own economy and think of the opponent's economy more. It's really easy. Like, it's very easy to fix. I don't think they're going to do it, but it's very easy to fix.
Oh, they are really
Huge.
him. FRC with the util in his hands. Stun ripped across.
Oh, the stun was incredible.
To waste. Jason's
Oh my god, he tanked that.
Damn brave. Almost mistiming it. I'm surprised he didn't die.
I mean, he was mistiming it.
He took 2 pulses of the aftershock.
Yeah, he literally just tanked it twice.
That might be time to slow it down. You saw MIBR
It felt like he kind of realized that he could have got 2 kills and then he wanted to go back in.
Just making a mad pivot. In a player disadvantage situation, 100 Thieves very proactive.
It's a nice early on.
Throw the lockdown. MIBR can't do
Means the Retake. Dude, the sky is wrecked. Yeah.
Wow.
This is a nice round from 100
It's
Thieves.
a triple push out. You know, as soon as one player has to evacuate that area, playing outside the ring of the detainment.
And this looks like really nice adaptation at this point from 100 Thieves. They're getting the read on where to stack. And then they're being very quick. And I think at any point here, if MIBR just slowed the pace down, they might be able to catch the preemptive action from 100 Thieves. But that's not really the style that MIBR have come in with today. They're going to go for this. They're going to try and make it work.
They're going to get all the way on. They're going to get a plant.
Oh, fight to be faced.
Good luck.
Know which way to look. RGL. A little bit too much to do, honestly. Finds
Right.
the first, gets a second.
Nice shots. Good damage done.
Yeah, nice try, nevertheless, but he will not be winning that round out. And some minor celebration there. Plenty of time to stick to the fuse here and talk about what you want to approach into the next few rounds. But it's, I mean, at this point, getting salvaged by 100 Thieves. They've definitely found the adaptations. It's up to MIBR now to see if they can counteract it.
And look at Cryo here. He goes out on quite a deep angle there, which grabs him a kill. But MIBR definitely had an opportunity to just slow things down. And JZZ, a bit too active, a bit too determined to just shove it into A. He was incredibly weak from the aftershock before he even peaked.
I think you have to have a game plan,
Big
like honestly.
Orbital strike and a lockdown.
Otherwise you become like crazy readable.
If you wanted to slow the pace down, those are very good
You gotta have a set way of how you wanna at least approach like the first 5 rounds or so. That's how we used to do it.
But this looks like it's fast through sands. We saw a fault line early in this area too. Aslan's aware of it.
Yeah, is Aslan going to be the first contact here with this fight? Yeah, crouched up onto the angle.
Might have to see another retake here.
Doesn't get the kill. Close though. Trailblazer in his hands.
It's a really important round for everyone involved. MIBR can't buy next.
This is really going to start to spread back 100 Thieves. That orbital strike getting used.
Yeah, a lot.
That is
And
interesting.
you can tell they realize how important it is. Tapping, just wanting to see if there's any util. Doesn't plant against the wall, so it's going to be a little bit harder to... That might actually cost them. There's more room to defuse now, so spamming's a little bit harder. We look over to Bang. He has 3 smokes to block vision. That's a big miss. Whoa, the assistant coach is just popping.
The feed lit up. And it's a crossfire.
One enemy remaining.
They can take their fights, pick the timings, because they know the time pressure is all on 100 Thieves.
All right.
A round win for them, so not punished for the misuse. They have that orbital strike.
And also chosen just
stacking pretty high with this.
Killjoy gameplay.
Yeah, he was not afraid to take that swing, was he?
Who needs to put nanoswarms on the spike? We'll just fight the flanker and then fight the people through door as well. His first contact there with a wide swing that
Are they using the EU assistant coach meta? Looks like it.
And that's the gambit that 100 Thieves go for.
It's worked out pretty well there.
Pinch the players in halls with the orbital strike and the push through door, and it failed. It failed.
Go, go, go.
Now the economy weak. Round 11.
Who's the assistant coach? Yeah.
This is where they
Chokes
were
in, I
expecting
think
to
we say.
surge ahead. Remember, it's Pearl coming up next. A map they haven't got a win on all season long.
It was looking rough. Fight, that is just everything being thrown.
It's just a low buy for 100 Thieves, but this round, man, it's really scrappy, isn't it? So fast right now. But yeah, I mean, we were going to have that anyway. Both teams have Brim, and a lot of the time you're going fast with the 3 smokes.
The first half.
These rounds are over so quickly.
Yeah,
Both teams are playing with such a high tempo.
Feels like we started casting 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we could be going 3 maps and we'll be out of here in an hour. It's ridiculous.
Hey, I can't believe that. All of that occurred. All of that occurred, and he still goes down.
Counter them by matching with a similar level of pace. And 100 Thieves themselves like to play aggressively on this map on defense side.
And it's just been decided within the first 30 seconds.
Cryo has another op. And this looks like a slower round. So this is what MIBR were doing when the pace was going down a little bit. They used the Trailblazer.
MIBR's comp better on attack. I mean, they're all better on attack.
He was throwing a stun in this area.
Oh, well, okay. You thought it was going to be slow. Not quite.
No, they just go for it again.
Oh, like stun, Stella. Wasn't caught with that one. He can still fire off and rattle off all those bullets to take out JCC. Updraft now. Cryo with the Blade Storm. Dash still alive and active in his hands. Someone needs to deal with these Seekers though. Pop flash around the side. Stella blind as a back close to the corner.
No way. What the? Mate, how is he?
I mean, didn't even mean to kill a couple.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They all ran into it. The straight up flood, and he just holds down the spray. That is, mate, that's a brutal half. This is a map pick.
On their map pick, getting bodied by a
No
team
way, that
has
last
been
kill
in
was just like,
3-4
right,
recently.
take it.
MIBR currently, they've lost 10 maps in a row. They've only had one single map where they got more rounds than this.
Yeah, I mean, just
they've been getting blown out.
Yeah, and it felt like a lot of their time, instead of doing like slow, methodical retakes, it was like, let's go fast and keep the pressure on. It kind of, I mean, that's just the style that Brazil has been playing for like 3 years. So they're pretty used, they're kind of used to that.
Thank you so much, Jed. What a blistering pace, as they were just talking about, right? Primarily set by MIBR on the attacking side, and 100 Thieves just scrambling to keep up.
Yeah, it all started really.
If they lose pistol, you're nervous, mate. I'm already nervous for them.
MIBR already having great preparation for what 100 Thieves loves to do with these aggressive arcade takes and the aggressive south side fights with that setup from Chosen.
Yeah, this was insane to watch because I was worried about the anti-shredding coming in from MIBR, and that's exactly what was there right off the bat. Pistol round, having Chosen wait behind that box, the jump peak coming out of A main, the pounding of Sands with those splits on A just seemed to work so well for MIBR early in this game.
I mean, it was just super fast. That's what but you're going to see a similar approach from 100 Thieves as well. It's basically when you have a Brim as the solo smoker, it's fast XX all the time. It's a lot of 4-1, sometimes even 5.
In this pistol round, and then you fast forward a little bit, and it was JZZ stepping up in.
What are my thoughts on DRX Team Secret? It was decent. Jesse Vash is like very good caller, but I don't know. DRX are only bad at Lotus and Haven, and kind of unreal at every other map.
Yeah, just double headshots the player through the dish, picks up the Phantom, and gets a 3K with it.
And beyond that, the coordination with him looked way better than with Heat. When I was watching this comp previously for MIBR, it looked so disconnected.
We haven't seen their Lotus, to be fair, but if it was good, they wouldn't have picked Haven today, I'm pretty sure.
We also ended that
unless they're insanely confident. But for a game that's going to cost them Masters and Champs, I think it's just a permaban and they don't play it. But you reckon they're insanely confident? Yeah, maybe.
Let's get the second half underway. Back over to our casters.
Because they would have had a better chance at Haven. Their Haven has been exploited. It's really,
for how quickly we are
it's really bad.
This one. Each round, if you detract the freeze time, is under a minute.
I think Fury's comp on Haven could become the meta. I think it slowly is. It's at least spicing it up a little bit. I like it a lot. I just think Viper is incredible. So yeah, I like it. That's an insanely important shot. That goes the other way, and this is done.
Not willing to sit down and lose the fight. Contacting though through. That's a double face from MIBR. Seem to be aware of that one. Stella hoping to capitalize as well off a bit of a distraction.
Don't know any of the coaches in Pacific personally. No, I don't think so. Ewok's in chat a good amount.
My oh my, what an important pistol round it is.
Wherever they go on the map, they're going to be able to find favorable fights.
I think that's about it.
FRZ and RGL will be taking the 2v2. Chosen's actually cheating away from his Killjoy utility here to try and match up with the others, and they're just gambling that this is going to end B. They are correct.
Interesting decision.
Dude,
I mean,
the passing and underpass, FRZ might just have owned this. Cryo is doing his best to keep this dream alive.
Cryo picks him off, so he turns it into a 2-on-2. Dash is there. Lance able to get off here, but it's that double reflank through main. Derek seems to anticipate it not coming from that direction. Dash forwards. Yeah, the reposition. Gets to safety now. Double played up, and what utility?
Yeah, I was going to say they could smoke this off.
It's a face from Cryo.
That made this a nightmare.
Taken out left up to Derek. A tap. Gets to one, but wow, the return.
Double pistol. 0-2 double pistol. 100 Thieves maps. Fracture, they're getting kind of blown out.
This guy was excellent in some of MIBR's opening games, and he looked like one of the dangerous players who you don't normally think of as a star, but will occasionally just turn up and deliver really big performances. And at the moment, even though he's not top of the scoreboard for his team, I feel like he's been having the most impact. JCC's been driving the pace.
You think we're getting power changes before Tokyo? Mate, I don't think we're getting power changes before champs.
And keep 100 Thieves
I don't think we'll get any map changes.
They're at a 5-round deficit right now. Not going to force up, so likely a 6-round deficit as we creep towards 10-4.
MIBR taking someone else with them? Maybe.
And the EG fans, imagine what they're thinking at home. The EG players too.
We're watching this match with glee so far.
It's decent as well. I like the buy. Just expecting, honestly, with this scoreline, kind of surprised they didn't force.
Yeah.
End of the line, end of the season.
The final match of the regular season, and both teams look like they want it done as quickly as possible.
Yeah. There's a full line off of the tap there. Onto the orb, a bit of a trap play.
Junior PvP, what's up, dude? Thank you, welcome in. With the Prime, 2 months. Thanks for your support, mate. New agent should be in champs? Yeah, should be so fine.
There's one. Trying to farm up these orbs as well, pushing right through the smoke, Cryo not able to get any more additional damage. But Bang has earned himself a Spectre.
He is so fine and so happy that he died there, because that's all. So this is the first buy rounds, and RGL has his ult.
Full investment in that round, perhaps anticipating the 100 Thieves may force because they had such a deficit. RGL's up to an early orbital strike. We saw that in the first half, him having huge impact from that. Oh.
It's a good death. Yeah, kinda. I like that, honestly, everyone was hiding and just let him duel it. Right, they were all very aware of what this ult could mean into this round, no matter what want to do damage. I think the EG players are watching this 100%.
100 Thieves season on the line. This map, you're going into Pearl next.
And it hasn't looked rough. Yeah, it has not looked good. When they played it, they really were banking here on Fracture. Nice early map win to get themselves comfortable. Cryo over the top. He's going to be met face to face. Run and gun, run and
holy hell, Bang might have just saved them here. There is a lot of damage done.
With 2 kills, a lot of damage done though.
Yeah.
Multiple players,
Mate, if he wanted to rip an ult here.
Away and actually getting that heal online with the smokes to obfuscate and hide their presence. And they've got good post-plant positions. 100 Thieves set up for a good win here, but it's going to be that reclearance now towards Halls. Stella playing so passive, really far back, doesn't want to give his life. Asna taking that first, no contact actually, following up with the rest of his team. Stella, great timing. As soon as that fight was there, passive opens the door, confidence.
They'll take that.
Okay.
2 armor rebuys, 1 gun, not too bad at all. Could have got way worse.
If you're really going to be telling any story of 100 Thieves coming back here.
And 100 Thieves with their season on the line potentially on this first map, staring down their 5-round deficit. These are the kind of comebacks that make you feel like you absolutely deserved your spot in playoffs. I'm sure it's against MIBR, who've been struggling recently, but the form they're playing today is I'm not really quite good.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, when you play against teams that are playing...
What do you think happened to 100 Thieves that look the best in NA and kind of look bad? Mate, do you know what this is like a cop-out answer, but I honestly genuinely think this is the truth. It's a team that is heavy reliant on pistols.
We're seeing it right here from MIBR.
The whole team is reliant on if they win a pistol or not.
So they don't have good information about whether
if they get money and they get cryo on op early, they bang. They absolutely bang. When they don't have money, it's a nightmare for them. If you look at when they looked good, if you're looking at like home ground or whatever, 17 out of 5, no, 17 out of 22 pistols they won.
Derek.
You're looking at the game that they played last week, 5 out of 6 pistols.
But it's not going to be handed any easy kills. Surely MIBR showcasing. They've got the discipline. Yeah, they call it down. Oh my!
Whoa!
A nice try. A very, very nice try.
God, imagine.
Incredible
the adjustments there with the spray. I mean,
extraordinary spray control from Derek, but in a 1v4, too much to ask from him.
Too much.
And a timeout taken here for 100 Thieves. I'll tell you who's also been putting in a sneaky good game. This guy, Chosen. His killjoy setup there.
Yeah, crazy.
MIBR wanted to separate
Okay, chat, I'm seeing a few people, and I think Tarek's like streaming the CS or something, right? So there's a few people here that are like relatively new. Just like a little heads up, just a rough guide of like how we do it here is if you're gonna like do criticism, just do it in the way that you would say it to someone's face. Like instead of saying this person's trash or whatever, would you go up to them and say that in real life? Not if you're a normal human. Like just have that as like your basis of where it is, because we have a lot of pro players that come in here. We have a lot of coaches. We have literal like players' families that are sometime in chat as well. So yeah, try and refrain from just wrecking the players. Is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe he's going to have a bit more of a buy into his system moving forwards into the future.
Because yeah, we want it to be like a relatively good place where they feel fine to watch back their games, and if they have chat up, whatever. So. And like I don't want them to get bombarded with people saying they're trash and stuff, man. It's not cool. I mean, there's loads of places for that, just not here.
This timeout. MIBR one step away.
Okay.
Getting on that map point.
5-11.
They're playing aggressively towards Arcade. In the meantime, we are watching 100 Thieves.
It's a one-person fake with the ult. Oh god, it's
most of the A side. There's only one.
Oh no, it's gonna backfire so heavy. There's 4 people here. Yeah, now they know. Hey, MIBR got really lucky on this one, and now they've got to go back.
Go for a free A Halls reflank. They thought that this was a commitment into A, and they were looking to go all the way around to set up the retake. So now both teams are in a bizarre situation. 100 Thieves return to Cryo as the lurk.
It's got the knives, still maintaining control of Sands. MIBR, what can they do to try and retake this one?
They have really bad retake positions right now, and this is into Bang, who has his ult online.
Yeah, all from CT.
If Stella spots anybody here, they could ult off this. They're not going to, just call for reinforcements through the door.
It's done. Trying to collide and collapse into
nice round.
Into the rifles, nevertheless.
Maybe.
We were mentioning post-plant positioning wasn't quite set up.
Maybe. Alpha, thank you.
Area. You just get funneled into the crossfire setup. 100 Thieves are granted a great chance.
This is a good start. We'll keep up the belief. It's a good start. Money is in the bin after this one, so really nice to keep 4 people alive as well. The question is, like, when does MIBR just decide to do a pause? Because this can get out of control pretty badly.
MIBR are always coming from spawn. The issue, actually, for 100 Thieves has just been getting the spike down in the first place. We've been seeing MIBR play the defenses where they flood people into the site, or they halt them before they're, anywhere near. But if Stella can cook up a couple more,
and 100 Thieves are in an alright position. They can start getting some of these ults online. The money's here. This is an eco, so they can stack up some money here.
JZZ ripped. It was a ridiculous round from him.
He took over.
And this is not a team that's known for their eco success. They're normally really bad at them.
Good, a player stacked over into where they're landing. Bit of information gathered from the Trailblazer. Cryo, though, wants to be dashing into the side. Cuts it across Aftershock. They're in the corner.
3 people here. If they wanted to bust, they could do some alright damage. What's the flash like? Oh god. Oh god. They did way more damage than I thought they were going to do. 3 on 3. Still no spike down. Oh boy.
Started to get dangerous quite some time ago. Gradually, bit by bit, it's 100 Thieves losing their players and the advantage that they had. 2 of them left standing here to make the most of it, close to the corner. Weak. Not spammable on the angle. Staying safe.
Stella gets his ult with this plant. Does he want to?
You should run.
Yeah.
Without a lockdown. Okay. MIBR forced now to take the fight straight to them. They got to know this one. Jumping into them. They don't have the
one bullet.
Rifle. Flashed up. RGL
one bullet. Did he reload? Oh god, he reloaded late.
But surely there should be enough time on the other
They
end
get
of it. It should be a
thriftied.
thrifty win for
Oh
them,
man.
I think it is, yeah. They've got tons of time just coming out of the defuse here to stick
Yeah, he's definitely
and
got
go
time.
up to map point.
Not even close.
An absurd play again from RGL.
Mate, that's a bad
goes
round
for
from
that?
100 Thieves. Oh my
Red Bull
goodness.
clutch for the Brazilian squad.
They look nervous.
Bren, this team has been the worst in Americas for eco rounds.
They look so
all
nervous.
split, and they have pulled out 2 of the most bonkers eco rounds that we've seen all year.
Yeah, what a time to do it.
Yeah, he was 1 HP, and then it was like maybe his teammate told him it was one bullet, and maybe his teammate told him it was 1 bullet. Then he should have just had the pistol, and then Asuna should have played off of his contact and swung off that. Oh man. Okay, 6 chances for MIBR to close this one out.
Playoff chances are down the drain.
A reminder again, it's a must-win match for 100 Thieves to make that playoffs. If they lose it, EG sail their way in into that top 6 spot.
Turrets destroyed.
For their map pick now, 12 to 6. Similar scenes to what we saw the other day, Josh.
Absolutely, and Cloud9 were able to bring that one back against Crew. Somehow, I think that was a once-in-a-lifetime.
Oh, wow.
RGL has just looked so sharp. They have so many ults.
This is it.
Yeah, they literally have so many ults. They have so many good
Have
ults.
been slowed down to a crawl. A minute left. Player disadvantage. Moving forwards. It's an overdrive. It's a stun. It's all being offloaded into tower. It's Force Cry all the way back. The 100 Thieves, they could slow this down and take it in a different direction. I'm in the orb. At this point, the longer you take to make this decision of whether or not you want to go towards A or B, it's a cut noise. You're going to be landing on B. MIBR still sitting here. Stun as well. All the utilities being laid.
Ult goes in as
Quickly,
well.
oh,
Oh
strike.
my.
No way, collapsed into him. 2 left standing. It'll
Well.
have to be a
30 seconds
miracle.
left.
Down to the final few seconds. Here's the tower. Fight needs to be won by Aston. He doesn't do it. No detainment.
Oh.
Swinging wide. 13
Okay, that
to 6.
was pretty dominant, to be honest.
What a
Double
MIBR.
pistol helped it.
And what a step up in form. What a
Yeah,
time
that's
to
a
do
big
it.
step up from them, and for sure,
Incredible
100 Thieves look
individual performances
nervous.
there
Some of
from
these
JCC
situations
and
were played
RGL.
pretty poorly.
RGL to me, the MVP of that map. He went crazy. And that
They
was
need a-
100
they need a
Thieves'
big
map pick.
reset.
Of the maps that you see in the pool right now,
Yeah,
that's the
big
one that
ol'
you point
reset
to and
right
you
here.
say, okay, 100 Thieves, we've seen them get wins there. They look good.